Everybody. We are on video number 43, continuing the reading of Elsie Lincoln Benedict's book, How to Get Anything You Want. It is in 7 lessons, How to Get Anything You Want. We are on lesson number 3, Know What You Want Most. What do you truly want? It's so important to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, where are we going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you getting up in the morning? That's how important it is. Not just know what you want, but get it out on paper. I was thinking of a video that somebody said, but anyways, I'll share it later. Okay, we left off yesterday. She was saying rule number 24, when you have decided on a thing and know exactly what you want, let it alone for a few days. Don't go try to think about a plan to work out the details, how it's going to happen. Just give your conscious mind a little vacation. Give it a few days. It will materialize. All the blueprints, how to do it, the next inspired action will come. It'll just come to you through rest, right? Let's not be forceful. It's the law of non-attachment. It's desiring something, really getting clear on it, and then just relaxing for a couple days. It'll just come to you, the right inspired action. But she says, rule number 25, on the other hand, beware of taking too long vacations from the thoughts of what you want. If after this 3-day vacation, you find that, in spite of all you can do, your mind refuses to return to plan for a thing, it is probably that you do not want to do it at all. So if you get really excited about something and it lasts for a few days, and then you come back in to try to actually, all right, what's my inspired action? And you don't want to do it, it's not there anymore. It's probably because you didn't really want it deep down. And that's okay. We get inspired and we want to do things, and then you're like, I want to go scuba diving. You buy all the scuba diving gear and you go once and then you never really go again or whatever. So she's just saying beware of taking too long of vacations. And if you find yourself that your mind just doesn't want to plan for it, you just don't want to do it, your heart probably wasn't in it. If, on the other hand, you find it impossible to put the plans out of your mind, even temporarily, the probabilities are that you have more talent in this particular direction than you have realized, perhaps a genius. So the more obsessed we are, she's saying perhaps we really do have a special talent for it. Rule number 26. Do not be afraid of overworking your body or brain during the first few days of planning. So go all in, go ham. Edison has slept an average of 4 hours out of each 24 hour during most of his life and has reached 75 in splendid mental and physical health. Oh, he was still alive back then. So over 100 years ago. So she was using Edison as an example. Um, yeah, he's in good health in 75 back then. There is more recuperation in work we like than in most of the leisure we take, and far more than is found in the average vacation. Let's read that again. There is more recuperation in work we like than in most of the leisure we take, and far more than is found in the average vacation. So, if you're really passionate about what you do, it's rare that you want to go on serious vacation. Like, I'm talking shut everything out. Of course, we do need that sometimes, but you know what I'm talking about. You go on vacation and you want to get back to work, you really enjoy it, or you really want to get into it, or create or do something, or get around and mastermind, or you read a book, pick up a book, start. I don't know. That's me. I don't take days off. I really don't. And that not in a bad way. I'm always creating, and yes, I do need days sometimes where I need to detach or, unplug. But I know what she's saying. When you're in those stages of preparing and planning something, you just it feels good. You get energy out of it, actually, of doing work that you love, more so than taking a flat out vacation. We can produce, enjoy, and thrive on a prodigious amount of work if it is what we like. We do not even require the change of work. That is the next best thing. And as for dropping it in the midst of an important phase, as our friends often recommend, this is agony to the genius. Mm. I love, is it Tim Grover? I love him so much. Let's see. He put a post out. Was it his stories? Oh, poo. I did not. Maybe it was one of these. Mm, no. Oh, yes, it is. Look at this. Read this. I'll read it first and then I'll show it to you. He said, "You think you need more balance in your life? Stop listening to those who have no idea what you're trying to achieve." Yeah. So you think you need more balance in your life? Stop listening to those who have no idea what you're trying to achieve. I've spoken about that before. People say, "Carly, you really need to relax. You should really don't try so hard." It's like, what are you doing? Show me what you're doing. How about you focus on your own homework, buddy? It's like people, and it could be because they're concerned, but really, are they concerned? I think they're probably just threatened at all the activity you're doing and they're not doing anything. Right? It's like never listen to somebody who doesn't have the results that you want. So many metaphors there. All right. So she's saying, don't be afraid to outwork your body in those times of planning and getting things done and pushing through. There's no such thing as balance, truly, in those times. Overall, balance is achieved. You're happy, you're healthy, you're doing what you love, you're connected to your purpose. So, to the genius, taking time off is agony. A genius is one who cannot be kept away from his work. The same tendency will reveal itself in greater or lesser measure wherever talent is being tapped. If you feel impelled to get away from the work connected with a thing, you do not really want that thing. You may want what it would bring, but do not want the thing itself. Rule number 26. Another interesting test of your ability, talent, or genius, along any given line, can be made by noting how soon, how frequently, and with what degree of heaviness you get sleepy when thinking out the details of a thing you want, or when planning how you are going to get it. If you find yourself getting drowsy for no apparent reason every time you settle yourself to think out ways and means in connection with this thing, you do not want it. You only wish you wanted it. This is especially true if you fall asleep or become even moderately sleepy in the forenoon after a good night's rest. You must use your common sense in making this test. If you work hard during the day, eat a large meal and lie back in your Morris chair with your feet before the fire to work out your plans for a certain thing, it does not necessarily signify a lack of talent for that thing. A genius, however, would withstand even this severe test, or rather, he would avoid it. When a man has found the thing for which he has actual genius, he doesn't jeopardize it by big meals or demand comfortable surroundings in which to work. He often completely forgets to eat or sleep or rest. Isn't that true? I find that I used to edit a lot. And especially when I'm editing or creating something, like hours will pass. Like at that editing bay, you would just never look up to see the light of day. Like you don't even know. It's like I find myself like that now. I have to get up. I have to go for walks. That's why I'm being more conscious of getting out and going for walks to the park, because I will sit in this chair from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and the day will just fly by. Um, yeah, it's crazy. It's a good crazy. It's a good crazy. I love to create. I love to teach. I love to do this stuff, right? I have a goal of getting in bed by 9 p.m., so I need to wrap this up. I just realized the time. Okay. Ooh, okay. Rule number 27. Note how many extraneous, superficial, pleasant things you forget, overlook, fail to avail yourself of when planning toward this big thing. Things you truly, deeply, desperately want make you forget the clock creature comforts, vacations, and the non-essentials of life. So things you truly, deeply, desperately want make you forget the clock, creature comforts, vacations, and the non-essentials of life. Because you're already doing what you love. Oh, it's so great. All right, let's read one more. Rule number 28. If you want still another test of whether this thing, which you really want, really means a great deal to you, take note of how many excuses you find for laying it aside. Only you will call them reasons. If you are constantly finding many of these reasons, each of which seems to be good and sufficient, for doing no more today, waiting till you can talk it over with somebody or otherwise delay it, don't fool yourself. You are only wishing for this thing. You do not deeply subconsciously want it, and your own subconscious mind knows it. In cases like this, the subconscious, knowing you do not really want to do it, provides these escapes for you. As fast as one serves this purpose, it gives you another. In in nothing more than this does the subconscious reveal to us its unlimited power. The subconscious works in whatever direction you really want it to work. If you truly want to do a thing, it will furnish you ample reasons and full power, exactly as Edison's had done for him, for working year after year on 4 hours sleep. If you do not want to do it, your subconscious will give you numberless apparent legitimate reasons for avoiding it. That's why, like, seriously, when you don't want to do something, like you get sick, you get a cold or something, it's real. When you're afraid, when you're nervous of like a big speech or something, like something will happen and you will get out of it and you will be right because you didn't really want to do it. This is good. The subconscious mind, one of its favorite methods is to help you lose or break your tools, or it may convince you that you can't go on till you get others or something new in the way of materials, etc., from town, from the stock room, or if you dislike it extremely, from another city or state. So just making excuses like putting it off. We have to do this. We have to do this. It's like, do it now. Do it now. Do it all. Go all in. Do it now. Like, make fast decisions. Be decisive. Too bad, you say, when you get back, the retailer didn't have it. He said to send the wholesale house for it. It is this expertness at perfectly sincere alibis which finally convinces any employer that you are not interested in your work. He knows that what we want to do, we find a way to do it. That's so true. You always find a way to do what you want to do. You always find a way to scroll. You always find a way to go to the movies, eat your popcorn, get your Oreos, right? We always find our way when we truly want something. I remember like when people say, I'm not disciplined, it's like, I used to think I wasn't disciplined. Oh, yes, I was. But where was I putting that effort, energy, and attention? Partying, drinking, having a good time, numbing, escaping. I was extremely disciplined in that area. Nothing would get in my way. Nothing. Nothing would get in my way. That's wild. But I changed that. I shifted that focus from, the addiction of negative coping to now an addiction of positive coping. I'm addicted to this stuff. Like, I want to be like the Kobe Bryant. I want to be like the Michael Jordan of personal development, studying and teaching. Who knows how that's going to end up? Isn't that fun? I love it. I love it. I love athletes. I love that spirit of being your best, calling your best performance out, being the best student. I want to be the best student. This is good. All right. So your employer knows that you don't really want to do it. It knows that we'll find a way regardless. If we want to do it, we'll find a way regardless of everything. He also knows that no matter how honest and truthful you are when you tell him so and so or such and such prevented you from getting what he sent you for, it is really your fault if it persists in happening. If some unforeseen catastrophe is always intervening to prevent the completion of your work, he knows that the intervention is coming partly from within yourself. If he is a student of the human sciences, he will realize, as we do, that you are often unconscious of this fact and therefore innocent, that your unconscious mind is doing it and that you are not aware of the motivation behind these occurrences. But this does not alter the fact nor make you a good investment for him. So if you've ever worked with someone and it just never worked out for them, they always had excuses and they were legitimate excuses, but like it was just one thing after another. They might not even be consciously aware that like they really don't want to be there. There's something in them, their subconscious mind that's resisting their current position. And so things will always come up, the flat tire, the getting late, the getting cut off, the the deal falling through, the people canceling on them. Like it's so crazy how this truly does show up. Our subconscious mind is what creates our life. And what's our subconscious mind? Our emotions, our emotional world, our vibration. What is our vibration? It's our emotional state. And our vibration is what attracts to us. Your vibration is what's sent out and it attracts. Your vibration is this pulsing vibration that attracts like vibrations to it. So, what is your emotional state? How are you vibing? What's your vibe, right? What is your vibe? Your mood, as Elsie was calling it. Your mood will dictate your life. Your predominant moods dictate your life. How is your predominant mood? Are you always frustrated? Are you always angry? Are you always judging other people, criticizing yourself or others? Are you always focused on the negative? Like, what is your predominant mood? Your predominant moods will make your life. And this is crazy. It's like, we think this all the time and we hear this all the time, but like, let's really get it today. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed another decade, another 5 years. Like, we have these hopes and dreams to like go on trips and vacations and watch our children grow up. And like, we are making our life with every thought we think. And we have free will. We can think whatever we want. We can't always control what goes on outside or what thoughts pop into our head, but we can control how we think about what's going on out in this world, and we can control what thoughts we get emotionally involved with. We have to remain hyper vigilant, super, super vigilant, and guard our heart, guard our mind, guard our thoughts. Really being aware. And at times, we can just feel funky and we're not even consciously aware, like they're saying here. We're not even aware, but like, say you're not consciously aware, you're not like arguing with someone in your head. There's nothing really going on. It's like everyday, normal people on the freeway. But you feel in a state of just you're irritable. You feel a funk. You feel just grumpy. Really sit with yourself. Ask, what is this about? This is so okay. So today, for I don't know, maybe it was caffeine induced. I don't know because you really should pay attention to your diet because your diet can affect your nervous system. Like, have you had too much caffeine? You didn't get enough sleep? You had too much sugar? It can really put your body in a state of like fight or flight. Anyways, it was on a good one, man. My body, it was like all lights were on in the house and it was just like I was anxious. Nothing was going on, nothing. And so I went for a walk and I was like, what is this about, Carla? I'm just observing my physical body. I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna be mad and be like, oh, what's this about? And get all angry. I was just noticing my nervous system was dysregulated. I was like, I wonder what this is about. And so I was just thinking about things and what came to me through the work that I do, especially parts work. My body felt threatened. I felt threatened. I felt like I needed to defend myself, to protect myself. Then the interactions, so that happened first. Then any interactions I was like picking up on, like thinking certain things, like it's crazy how we see through the lens of where our body and our mind is. When someone says something to you, you could get defensive when they're like, "Oh, I didn't mean anything," but we perceived it that way because we're already in a state of defensiveness. Like, um, "Oh, what time did you get home last night?" "Oh, why are you asking?" It's like, I was just asking. But that we're defensive and we're like irritable. But if it's a normal day, it's like, "Oh, what time did you get home last night?" It's like, "Oh, I don't know, like 8 o'clock. I'm not sure." We'll hear it differently. We'll take it differently. So the way we interact with the world truly is dependent on how we're first interacting in our inner world with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our physical body. So pay attention to how you feel. Is your stomach clenched? Are you breathing fully or shallow? Does your chest feel tight? Does your shoulders feel relaxed? Right? Are you tense? Are your like this is a good, oh my God, I remember I think my good friend Viti from Talk Therapy Center. Hey girl, I don't know if you watch this, but shout out to you. I don't know where we were. Maybe we were in group. when we were still associates with Melissa Kotzen, my supervisor. She's the director at Talk Therapy Center. I think we were in group and we were talking about how tension comes into our body and how we don't understand how tense we can get. And one trick was, I think on our way home, we all had to pay attention to how hard we were gripping the steering wheel. And I remember we were all sharing stories, and I think Vidi's like, "Oh my God, I was like gripping onto that thing for dear life. Like my knuckles were white, and wasn't even aware of it." So I want you to pay attention to when you're driving, uh, how hard are you holding onto the steering wheel with like just try to pay attention. Try to be aware of when your grip gets tight and just relax it. And it's like, why are we so tense? Notice your shoulders. Notice how you're breathing. And so, back to my story today, I just realized my body was in a heightened state. I have no idea. But you know what? This is good. When one theory of anxiety is when your body talks to you, it's feedback, but it happens when you're safe because it's a safe time for your body to ring the alarms and have you listen to it. Because when you're in real danger, it's like, well, your adrenaline's going and you're in a different state. But like it happens a lot when people are finally able to relax. It's like when you're finally able to get in bed at night and you relax and all of a sudden your mind starts or you have a panic attack. It's like, what the actual heck? I'm actually relaxing right now. Why am I having a panic attack? It's because your body feels safe to talk to you at that moment. Isn't that interesting? So I was just noticing that today and I was doing tapping when I was walking. That we do all the different tapping points. I have videos on my channel if you want to look up EFT tapping. But there's a point here called the gamut spot, that little webbing right there. And you just put your hand on your chest and you just gently tap. So I was just repeating as I was walking, I am safe. I am protected. I am taken care of. I am loved. I am safe. I am protected. I'm provided for. I'm loved. I'm safe. I am protected. I am provided for. I am loved. Ooh, and just continue to breathe. I am safe. I am protected. I am provided for. I am loved. Right? Just tapping. And it's just a miracle of how calm my body felt. Even just repeating words, positive phrases, safe, peace, calm. With every step I took, safe, peace, calm, safe, peace, calm. Just kept breathing, safe, peace, calm. My body relaxed. There's also, remedies like ashwagandha tea. Um, what else? I do when I feel really anxious, I have non-THC, no trace, CBD, like a tincture that I drop into water, like a water soluble. I was so afraid to go, okay, so, I stopped drinking and I used to use alcohol to cope with my anxiety, but it made it worse. And so I remember it was like my last semester of grad school, and I was like trying to, it was finals, I think, of one of our last semesters. And I was highly anxious, and I was like, oh, shit, it's getting real. I can't drink. Like I did not have my escape route. Like I couldn't numb my anxiety. It was like terrible. I was like, what am I gonna do? And I had been taking the Spanish class, and my Spanish teacher kept telling me, Carla, just take these CBD. It doesn't have any trace of, THC in it. I was like, I don't want to get high. I don't that stuff, regardless of sobriety or not, like I could never, what do people call it? Garden. I could never garden. Um, I tried it a few times and I would have a panic attack. Like it would induce anxiety in me. So it was never fun for me. I never got into it, gardening, if you know what I mean. Um, so I was deathly afraid that this CBD would like send me into like a psychotic state and cause me more anxiety. I was like, heck no, I'm not doing that, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, this was months had passed and my anxiety got higher because I was like in my finals. And I was like, screw it. So there was this place in, shout out to, God, what is their name? Chris and Kim. Uh, it's called Your CBD Store in Burbank on, let's look it up. I actually did a little story with them. Here it is. Look it up. Go there if you're near the area. Your CBD store in Burbank. It's on Magnolia. Your CBD store, Burbank. It's 3106 West Magnolia Boulevard, Burbank, California, 91505. That's where I go. I order from them on the phone now. Anyways, it looks like this. The brand is SunMed. Actually, someone just messaged me and asked which brand I use, and I sent a photo. Let's see if I think it was in Facebook Messenger. Anyways, this was a long way of saying I use these, it's like a little syringy thing you put in water and you just drink it. And it helps. I just feel better having it for an emergency. I do it maybe once a month, if that. Usually around my menstrual cycle, I can get my anxiety can get heightened. I think it's just hormonal, maybe. Um, but it looks like this. Why is it doing this? Anyways, can you see that? It looks like a bottle like that. Actually, here, I just threw one away. I found this in my purse. It was empty. I don't know why I still had it. It looks like this. But always check with your doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. This is what it looks like. I hate grape, but that's the only flavor they had. So it has right there. Can you see that? ND-THC. Anyways, so, well, it did have stuff in it, and you just like get it, and it's like goes to there, and you just squirt it in your water, and you just shoot it. That is, yeah, a natural herbal way to help your anxiety if you struggle with that. It's been very, very helpful for me and people that they have also like gummy rings. They have them for pets, like older pets, if they have arthritis, it can help with their pain. Of course, they have, because that's broad spectrum that I use without THC, but they have full spectrum that has the THC, but I am not endorsing that because I do not like that stuff. Whew, it just, I don't do well with that. But anyways, so I have my tools, my therapeutic tools, and then my teas, ashwagandha, stuff like that, and then my non-THC CBD, like little droplets that I do. And it's fabulous. It's like you can't feel anything like because of course, oh, this is my story. Okay, so I was so afraid and I was at a point where I was like, okay, I need help. So I went into the store and Chris was there and I said, listen, Linda. Um, I swear to God, I need help. And, but I do not want anything that'll, the blood-brain barrier make me high. I don't want any psychoactive stuff here. And he goes, no, it's not THC. It doesn't even do any of that. I said, okay. I said, I'm trusting you, sir. I said, can I try some here in the store? And you just watch me. I was like a crazy like customer. He was so nice. Anyways, he walked me through it. He talked to me and gave me a sample and I sat there. You couldn't feel anything. You know what it's like? It's like taking an Advil or like a Tylenol. There's no point that you feel it kicking in. You just realize your headache's gone type of thing. That was the experience for me at least. Again, I am not giving you medical advice. Check with your own doctor and use caution. But it has been a very, very helpful tool for me. So your CBD store in Burbank on Magnolia. Shout out to you guys. Life-saving. At this point, I think it's kind of placebo because I don't even know what it does. All I know is that I truly feel it's like a little edge is taken off. Just a little edge is taken off. I don't get sleepy. I don't get tired. Um, it just calms your nervous system. So, anyways, hope that's helpful. All right. So she's talking about how our employer knows when we're getting out of it, but we're not helping them at all. They're going to have to get rid of us. You know, we're not a good investment for him. Willingness, says every employer, is worth more than anything else to us, provided the individual has ordinary intelligence. So our willingness to do a job is everything. Because he knows that wherever willingness is, there will your subconscious mind be also. And with its tremendous capacities, back of your work and will find ways to do it. Your subconscious mind will organize, arrange, and ultimately contact for you whatever is necessary to the accomplishment of any deep desire. This is so important. So your subconscious will organize, arrange, and ultimately contact for you whatever is necessary to the accomplishment of any deep desire. So that's why it's so important to get a burning desire. What do you want? And just keep like fueling it, putting logs on that fire, putting emotion behind it, really thinking about it, getting involved with it, like journaling, repeating mirror affirmations. Truly, it's like because we're affirming all the time. People say that's so cheesy. Why do you repeat? It's like, you know what's cheesy? You walking around thinking that you talking to yourself is helping you when you're really just a crab apple complaining. Like your subconscious mind does not know if you're talking about yourself or not. Truly, your subconscious mind does not know when you are angry with someone else. Your subconscious mind and your physical body and your nervous system does not know that someone else was a big ding dong. It just knows that you are absolutely in fight or flight and you suffer from that. I just watched this. Somebody had posted on their stories about what anger does to the nervous system. It just pumps anger. When you're angry, even if you're righteous, even if you're right to be angry, um, it's okay to feel those emotions, but let's not indulge them and hold on to them and keep them going. Because you get that cortisol, the adrenaline. You can gain weight around your midsection, because you're just pumping that cortisol. It's just not healthy. It raises your blood pressure, your heart rate, everything. Jill Bolte Taylor, she is a neuroscientist and she wrote the book A Stroke, A Stroke of Genius, was it? Or My Stroke of Something. Hey Siri, what book did Jill Bolte Taylor write?
The answer I found is
My Stroke of Insight. Jill Bolte Taylor. My Stroke of Insight. Anyways, she talks about she was I think neuroscientist or something, and she had a stroke and she was totally aware of what was happening. It was pretty cool, and she writes about it in that book. But I say that to say she has a study that, of the hormones and the transmitters that after a thought is fired and wired, like emotions last. It's a chemical experience. Because remember, your mind is not your brain. Your mind is the thing that thinks, and then it triggers the brain, and then we release chemicals in our body. So, an emotion is us feeling the chemicals pulsing through our body. Okay. Our body reacting to our thoughts. So, that's why when you have peaceful, joyous thoughts of love, your body is filled with oxytocin and it feels so warm. And when you are raging mad and yelling at somebody, adrenaline, stress, cortisol, it puts you in a fight, like your armpits sweat, like you're just ready to go, like caffeine on steroids. But she was saying that this whole process of an emotion passing through your body lasts 90 seconds. The emotions that we have, it's a wave. It only lasts 90 seconds. After that, we are the ones that keep making the wave go. So that's why don't get emotionally involved with your emotions. Like when you have an emotion come over you, just notice it. Breathe through it. Say, yeah, I'm really upset right now. It's okay to be upset. This just made me really upset. Okay, it's informing me. My physical body is informing me how I felt about what just happened. Do I need to speak up? Do I need to put a boundary? Do I need to remove myself from the situation? Do I need to reconsider my life choices? Like, what is my emotion trying to tell me? If I am angry with someone, perhaps I shouldn't be around that someone and always do the work on myself. Why am I allowing them to make me so upset? What is it about them that's making me upset? Are they truly just a monster? Or am I truly just judging the heck out of them? Am I just being a critical jerk bag? Or are they really just, you know, inconsiderate, whatever? We always have to see what our part is, always, because we always have a part in it. Always, always, always. Um, so the work is always on us. So, anyways, 90 seconds for an emotion to wash through us. If it lasts any longer, it's because we playing with it. because we are entertaining it. We are keeping it alive. We're going to tell our friends about it. We're recreating it and getting all upset again. And then our friends are getting upset and then we're co-regulating. And it's just wild. It's a serious thing. Our thoughts create our life. What are we thinking? And if we continue to think the same things because we continue to be in the same situations, maybe it's time to change our situations, change our routine up. I need to go to bed. It's 9:03. I'm already 3 minutes past my promise. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. I have earned $13 and how many cents? 60 cents, I believe, from my YouTube so far. I could not be happier about my $13.30, y'all. $13.30. Thank you. Somebody gave me like a super thanks or something, and somebody gave me like a super chat. I am so incredibly grateful. Thank you. Wow, this is magical. All right, y'all. Until tomorrow, I will see you. Have a wonderful evening.